Good evening and welcome. Let's take a look at the top story we are tracking for you. The U.S. Supreme Court has permitted challenges to Texas' 6-week abortion ban. They have upheld the Texas abortion ban, but allowed abortion providers to challenge the state law. A majority of the justices on the conservative-leaning court agreed that lawsuits against the Texas law should proceed in federal court. A partial victory for abortion providers in the state, but the Texas law still remains in effect. The Texas Heartbeat Act is one of the most restrictive abortion laws in the U.S. It went into force on the 1st of September. Now, the law allows members of the public to sue doctors who perform abortions. They can also sue anyone who helps facilitate them. They will be rewarded with $10,000 for initiating cases that lead to prosecution. The law also makes no exception for victims of rape or incest. The U.S. Justice Department argues that this law is unconstitutional. It violates the landmark 1973 Supreme Court ruling, Roe v. Wade. Now, the Roe v. Wade enshrined the legal right to an abortion. Previous laws restricting abortion have been passed in other states, but most of the time they have been struck down by courts. This is because they violated the Supreme Court ruling. Now, this is where the Texas Senate bill on abortion is different. The law insulates the state by giving members of the public the right to sue. This comes at a time when the U.S. Supreme Court is set to rule on the Roe v. Wade if the conservative-leaning Supreme Court overturns it. Every state would be free to ban or allow abortion. Pro-abortion advocates have called on Congress to step up to enshrine the right to abortion in federal law. This will protect it from any possible reversal by the Supreme Court. Now, for more on this, our correspondent Susan Tehrani is joining us live from New York. Good evening to you, Susan. Thanks for being with us. So the U.S. Supreme Court lets enforcement of the Texas abortion law continue, but allows legal challenges to proceed. What then is the way forward?
So the move forward is that individuals now have the opportunity to challenge other individuals, private citizens, in federal court, and perhaps argue regarding the constitutionality of certain providers and their activities moving forward. But the law, as you mentioned, stays in place because of the Supreme Court. What this may cause moving forward is a lot of people who want to have abortions cross state lines, as we have seen in Texas happen since September 1st. Pro-life activists say that, this is something that is long overdue, and considering the fact that, Roe versus Wade basically legalized abortion back in the 1970s. For as late as 24 weeks, and this is a law that says that abortions cannot be conducted after 6 weeks. So prior to that, still the law is in place. Pro-life activists are basically now arguing, including those judges, that 24 weeks is just way too long to conduct an abortion. So that's the argument moving forward right now, and also regarding the individuals who will be able to sue each other. That might be a small victory for those who are pro-abortion, but then there's the argument of whether or not abortion providers and hospitals really do want to go that far and get legal access and move forward with lawsuits like that, which are usually very time-consuming and also financially might not be very beneficial as well.
Right, Susan. Thank you very much for bringing us all the latest details on the latest coming out of the U.S.
WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.